Hello Beau and welcome to Phototex, all the way from Portugal. I just wanted to discuss your reflective flow, the largest luminaire in the world, which is what you were talking about in the seminar today. You discussed the process of design. How did you come up with this project, and what was the greatest challenge?
The greatest challenge for reflective flow was staying true to my initial design. You know, with all the pressures we put on, I'd designed something and then things had to be scaled up for security reasons and for structural reasons. And the hardest thing was actually just, staying pure to that original design and working with the engineers to keep it as close as possible to what I originally had thought of.
When did your passion for LED technology begin, and where does it stem from?
It's two things. I think I was a musician, so light's very similar to music in the way it creates emotions, and you can really create interaction with people throughout light. So I think it was maybe a little bit of that, and I've been working a lot of black steel and forest steel, so it's nice to make that transition into the light.
What personally inspires you, and where do you draw your own inspiration from?
It's from all types of things. It could be anything at all. It could be the reflection of your lovely necklace there, or whatever. It's hard to say. If you're open to it, it comes.
Just strikes you.
I try and get as much clues as I possibly can from the client and the project itself. You have to, as a designer, I think that your best tool is actually your ears.
Mm-hmm. You also spoke about the heritage design, going back to the craftsmanship techniques and employing that and bringing it into modern and contemporary design. Why is this so important to you?
I think because I've seen, obviously being an artist, blacksmith and everything else, I've seen a real demise of craftsmanship. And the sort of craftsmanship, these sort of craftsmen, nothing's written down in books. It's normally handed on from a master to an apprentice. Mm-hmm. And if you cut that line and we don't use it, we don't find a way of keeping those skills, they're going to disappear completely. Yep. So that's kind of why I'm fighting for that a little bit.
Amazing. How do you move creatively from a project like Reflective Flow? How do you go on to the next thing, with such a huge monumental piece?
It's strange. Everybody thinks, it's going to be, because I'd like to create really small things. It's not really the size, the dimension. It's the challenge of actually being able to create something that works. And so, like I said, I really love what I do, so I don't take it for granted, and I really try and you're only as good as your last gig, so you've got to really keep pushing forward.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the presentation. Enjoy your time in Australia.
Thank you.
Cheers.